Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and the world is going bonkers ever so slowly again. A court in Washington in the States has said that a spa that caters for women only must allow a man in. Now, the women there are compulsorily undressed. It is a facility that caters for this, and it's compulsory to be sans clothing. And so this man wanted to join, and he was told no because he's a man. He goes, "No, I'm a trans." And so even though, yes, I'm still intact and I have everything, they are lady bits, even though they look exceedingly like men's bits. And I'd like to wander around completely undressed with everyone else. And they said no. And then he said that's wrong, and he went to court. And now this judge has ordered them to let this man in. I think every woman in that place needs to just walk straight out the door, and that'll be it. And then that's it. Just close it. There you go. And then open another one. Let someone else take over and ban that, and make the rules clear. But what on earth is going on? This is just lining it up for abuse, isn't it? We'll take a look at it, but straight away I know that this is just wrong. Here goes. So, Washington judge orders female-only spa with compulsorily, undressed to admit transgender woman or a man with his bits after owner said the facility was for biological women only. And a pre-op trans activist, because they always are, because none of them actually want to go through with the cut, says he complained and said it's wrong. I'm transitioning, it's pre-op, I'm transitioning. Yeah, when you had the op, then you can have a say. Until then, no. You're a man, and you represent a threat to these women. Trans woman, Haven Vilvik, or whatever name you pronounce that as, had complained to a state commission board after being denied membership of a female-only spa called Olympus Spa. The board ordered the Korean-run spa to change their policy on gender after finding them to discriminated against Vilvik. Now, a judge has held up the ruling made by the board after the spa attempted to sue them. Now, this judge is a woman, so I want to know if that judge would happily sit there in a room completely without her clothes on and let a man walk in and sit down next to her. Nice day, isn't it? Oh, lovely. Yeah, that isn't going to happen, is it? And this judge thinks it's okay to impose that on other women. This will actually end that spa. That spa's now finished. Nobody will sit there with this man. So, a Washington woman spa with compulsory unclothingness, can't say that word, YouTube just does not like it, has been ordered by a judge to start admitting trans women with their penises after the owner tried to ban them, and an activist complains, because they're always activists and they always complain. If he was that desperate to be a woman, he'd go and have the operation. But no, they don't want that. Because they're all straight men who just want to be with women. Oh, yes, I dress like this. I'm a lesbian. No, you're not a lesbian. You're a straight man with a mental issue. The Olympus Spa has attempted to sue the Washington State Human Rights Commission after being ordered to change their rules over admission. And this trans woman, Haven Vilvik, had attempted to apply to join the Korean spa, but was denied, alleging the spa told him transgender women without surgery are not welcome, and he complained to the commission. Now, a Washington District Court has dismissed the lawsuit filed by the spa and upheld the original ruling by the Washington State. The Pacific Northwest state is one of the several Dem-run areas where trans people are permitted to use the facilities which align with their gender without question. But it's not a question here of gender, it is a question of sex. And if you've still got all your bits, you're a man, and that's it. And if we went in like that and sat down with my wife in there, you wouldn't be a man for very much longer, because I'd be holding them in a jar. Anyway, in her judgment, District Court Judge Barbara Jacobs Rothstein upheld the ruling made by the WSHRC and said that the measures taken to prevent the spa from having a female-only policy had been lawful. I'm sorry, it is not right. And if you want to have a female-only spa, you think you should be able to. Women should be able to feel safe. And having a man with his big, fat, dangling one rubbing in their faces almost as they're in the pool is just wrong. And I tell you, like I say, if it was my wife, he'd be post-op, put it that way, with a rusty knife. He'd be post-op, I'll put it that way. And it would be a very rusty thing that I was using. In their initial complaint In his initial complaint to the Commission, Vilvich said he was a transgender woman who was biologically male and had not undergone the reassignment surgery. Vilvich alleged that he had gone to the spa in January 2020 in search of a service, but was discriminated against. He claims that Olympus Spa told him that transgender women without surgery are not welcome because it can make other customers and staff feel uncomfortable, and of course it will. In March 2021, the WSHRC had served the spa owner, oh God help me, Myun Won Lee, and the spa's president, Sun Lee, with notice of complaint of discrimination. The Commission asked them to respond to the claims made by Vilvich, with Sun Lee releasing a statement standing by their decision, and quite right he should too. I don't think that men should be allowed to go into women-only spaces regardless of their desires, because that's ultimately what it is. It is a desire, it's a fetish. And he looks, I mean, go back up, he just looks weird, doesn't he? Would you want that anywhere near your wife, your daughter? You know, and we do know for a fact that trans people are 10 times more likely to be offenders, sex offenders. This is a fact. It's shown up by prison records that show that they're 10 times more likely to be in prison for that than the normal population. And that is anything else other than normal. Can't even go to a good barber's, heaven's sake. Anyway, I shall round off there, but it is wrong. It sickens me that this happens. And for a woman judge, a female judge, to say that this is fine, I want to see her sitting in that spa with him. And I bet she wouldn't. Anyway, rounding off and coming up. We really need to stop pandering to these mental people. They're not transgender. They're not anything. If he's still got everything, he's a man. And even if he lops it off, he's a man with it lopped off. It's as simple as that. We need to stop lying. Oh, I've got a mental issue and I need you to lie and pretend that you agree with my mad position, my mental illness. No, I don't accept it. I don't have to agree. And if the owners of that spa want to close up and just say, fine, no, we're closing up because of you. And every spa closes because of this. And what we need is the people in these states to start voting with some sense and see what's going on and go, actually, no, I don't want that. And when these women are sitting there and being forced to have this put on them, perhaps they'll think twice before voting Dem next time, because that's what it takes. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. Definitely leave a like. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay out of female-only showers if you've got meat and 2 veg, and goodbye.